McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense working from the pistol. Makes the quick grab. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Changing the routes with his receivers. On the move. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bears. He got a snap and just dusted the field.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's a give to Joyner. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Baylor! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Flagway wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running the red zone. It's Joyner. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He'll take a shot. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Bears! A pick 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over him. Trying to get away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Q. Rock. Over. Sweep. Let it go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Being chased. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. A lot of urgency for this offense. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rolling right and going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Evans. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna take a shot on second and short. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Freeze. Booster.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Handoff to Joyner. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback changing the play. A designed run for the quarterback. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Hauls it in. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. The Bears call a timeout, that'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. using their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got a little space. Pass to 6. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bears! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going with the ground game left. Quick spin on the run. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Here we go.
Wants to throw one first. Look out! He's going to run it. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you.
Going downfield for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 8 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Cougars with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Quentin one more time. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Evans. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Out wide left, it's Evans. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. snapped on 4th down. Into the end zone. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 2nd and long here.
Black 88, Black 88, go!
Joyner again. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to... The quarterback, they can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Joyner. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Here's Quentin one more time. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff to Joyner. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route.
And he's got it inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll need a bunch on second down. Joyner again. At the 35, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Swamped immediately.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On third down, here's Quentin Joyner.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Long way to go on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. And he's thrown another interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.